sa Balitang Express.
Sen.Grace Poe Ipinagtanggol ang Abs-Cbn kaugnay sa franchise renewal. Panoorin ang pahayag ng senador sa video nito.
Magde-decide, diretso yung hearing about Abs-Cbn.
Sa tingin ko naman, nirerespeto ng aking mga kasamahan ang prerogatiba ng chairman ng isang komite kung inaakala nitong kinakailangan magkaroon ng pagdinig. Ngayon, kung merong isa sa amin na nais klaruhin, bukas naman ako makipag-usap. Pero sa ngayon, wala namang sinasabing dapat magkaroon kami ng executive session o caucus. Kinakausap ko nga yung aking mga kasamahan na magpa-schedule na ng committee room para magkaroon ng hearing. Sa ngayon, nakikipag-coordinate pa kami sa Senate o Secretariat.
Yung House, habang wala pa sila talagang parang balak na ikalendaryo to, bakit nyo naisipan, ma'am, na dito sa Senate umpisa na, though to be clear, this is not about the franchise yet, diba? Issues lang to about ABS.
Actually, alam mo, nagpalit na yung isip ko Sa tingin ko, didinigin na natin mismo ang prangkisa. Alam mo bakit? Hindi lamang yung mga issue, dahil yung mga issue na yan kasama sa oversight, kung kinakailangan bang or meron bang dahilan kung bakit i-renew o wag i-renew ang isang franchise. Siyempre, para malaman mo, makatwiran ba na ang franchise? Makatwiran ba na buwagin ang franchise? Paano mo malalaman yan kung walang pagdinig? Ngayon, ang franchise kasi o ang prangkisa ay isang local bill. Ito ay dapat nagmumula sa mababang pulungan o sa na pagdating sa mga ibang bagay, lalong-lalo na pag ito'y kailangan ng maipasa, katulad ng budget, katulad ng buwis or taxes, simultaneous naman ang pagdinig sa House at sa Senado. Kahit na wala pang natatransmit na bill ang Kongreso, naghihiring na tayo dito para sa train, naalala ninyo? Basta lamang, hindi pa magsusumite ang aming committee ng isang committee report hanggat hindi pa namin natatanggap yung galing sa Kongreso na version nila ng bill.
Ma'am, have you talked to yung counterparts nyo sa House that you will do this? Na, ano ba to? Baka kasi maisip nila you're stepping on naman niya, nauuna kayo kaysa sa kanila.
Di naman. Mga kaibigan naman natin sila sa Kongreso. Unofficially, meron naman tayong mga nakakausap na miyembro ng Kongreso ukol dito at sinabi ko naman sa kanila na hindi naman ito paglabag rin ng kanilang kapangyarihan sapagkat nangyari na to ilang beses na nagkaroon ng hearing ang Senado na hindi pa naman natatransmit galing sa House. Katulad nga nung GAA, yung General Appropriations Act, at saka pagdating na rin sa train. At ngayon, wala pa naman marami pa rin tayong pinag-aaralan ng mga ibang batas na kahit local bills ay nauuna na rin dito sa Senado.
How will this affect the action of the House Legislative Franchise Committee? Should this prompt them also to act on the several bills filed before the committee?
It is our hope that they will act on it already because as we know, the franchise of ABS-CBN will end this March. However, it's a prerogative of the House whether or not they will hear it. But in the case of the Senate, I think we should be able to exercise our mandate. Otherwise, we are not fulfilling our responsibility. Malinaw naman yun.
What happens if you finish your hearing here in the Senate and the House still doesn't tackle it? Wala rin, ma'am. Tenga pa rin siya.
Wala pa rin mangyayari. Yun ang totoo doon at yun ang mapait na katotohanan. Pero, ito naman ang nangyayari sa mga pagdinig. Unang-una, nabubusisi natin ang kwalifikasyon ng isang nag-a-apply ng prangkisa. Di malaman ng ating mga kababayan, dahil bukas ang pagdinig sa Kongreso sa Senado bukas ang pagdinig. So kung hindi man mapasa yan sa mababang kapulungan, at least dito sa Senado, naisiwalat namin ang aming pag-unawa dito sa issue na ito at maintindihan rin ng ating mga kababayan. Kasi hindi ko rin, alam ko maraming prioridad na batas ang nais nating maipasa sa Kongreso man o sa Senado. Pero pwede naman sigurong gawan talaga ng pagkakataon kung ginugusto ng madinig ito. Kaya dito sa amin, yung aking mga kasamahan, marami talagang gustong maliwanagan ng issue. At kaka-file lamang ni Senator Drilon din ng bill para i-renew yung franchise. So, pag-isahin na natin, di ba, dahil meron na rin namang meron na rin na file si Senator Recto.
Ma'am, with the limited time, do you still really intend to go beyond even?
Alam mo kasi, pagdating na ng recess, halos tapos na rin kasi yung kanilang prangkisa di ba? Dahil kung hindi ako nagkakamali, hanggang March 13 ba tayo dito? March 12, yun yung Wednesday, no? Paano ngayon kung mamadaliin naman natin dito, pero wala namang counterpart galing sa Kongreso? Hindi rin naman ako makakapag-submit ng committee report. Pero di ba ang pakay dito ay ito higit sa prangkisa ng ABS-CBN, ang atin rin pinaglalaban dito ay ang otoridad at mandato ng legislatura, ng legislative branch. We should be able to exercise that authority and that mandate. Kasi bakit pa tayo hinalal ng ating mga kababayan kung hindi naman natin gagawin ang ating mga responsibilidad? At para sabihin na itong bagay na ito ay hindi mahalaga, mahalaga ito sapagkat lahat naman ng media, hindi lamang ABS-CBN, pero lahat naman ng media ay importante para bantayan ang mga nangyayari sa ating lipunan. 'Di ba? Kaya hindi natin winawalang bahala ito at isinasantabi. So ABS-CBN man yan o iba o ibang media company, kailangan magkaroon ng pagdinig at sana bago matapos ang prangkisa.
Ma'am, may concern sa Senator Pan Production na kapag nagkandak kayo ng hearing, baka yung mga invited resource person, hindi sila makasagot dahil baka daw i-contempt ng korte. Dahil yung focus ng investigation, mismo yun ang need and substance nung warrant of petition, baka daw sila i-contempt ng korte. So baka wala din daw kahilat na yung hearing.
Hindi naman siguro sa ganon. Kasi unang-una nasa konstitusyon natin, Article 12, Section 11, na nakalagay na ang pagbibigay talaga ng prangkisa ay mandato ng Kongreso, ng Senado, ng legislative branch. Pangalawa, yan ay nasa rules din ng Senate na ang franchise ay karapatan ng Senado ng Public Services pagkagaling dito sa Kongreso. At pangatlo, mismo ang prangkisa ng ABS-CBN ay nakasaad doon na kung ano man ang amyendang kailangan ay dapat Kongreso, Senado, ibig sabihin din, ay may kapangyarihan dito. Ngayon, paano natin matatalakay yan? Kung hindi naman natin didinigin dito, pagdating naman dito sa sub judice, 3 kaso na ang nagpatunay na may karapatan ng Senado dito. Unang-una, yung sinasabi na yung kaso ng Sabio versus Gordon. Tapos meron din isa na Romero versus Estrada. At yung pangatlo, Divina Gracia versus Consolidated Broadcasting Industries. Lahat yan, sinasabi na the legislative branch is not precluded from conducting a hearing even if there are judicial proceedings. Di ba malinaw naman yon? Tapos, pagdating naman sa Makalintal versus Comelec, sinabi din doon sa kaso na yon na may oversight function talaga ang Senado o ang Kongreso. Kasi paano mo i-exercise? How will you be able to have or how will you be able to do your oversight functions, if you do not conduct hearings, if you do not invite, paano na ngayon yung mga resource persons? Baka naman sila ang walang immunity. Siguro common sense naman yon. Kung yung mga senador na nagtatanong, may immunity, at sinabi dun sa mga resource persons, sagutin nyo, kasalanan ba nila yon? At ilan beses na nangyari yan dito? Nasabay ang hearing ng Senado sa judicial proceedings. Hindi naman nakulong yung mga resource persons. Merong mga nagsasampa ng kaso, hindi naman pinipigilan na magsampa ng kaso laban sa mga resource persons, pero maybe we should cite, meron na bang nakulong na resource persons dahil nagsalita dito sa Senado habang nagkakaroon ng judicial proceedings? Parang wala pa naman akong nalalaman. Kung meron man, marami rin namang nagsalita na hindi naman nakulong. At alam mo, kung ano naman ang sasabihin ng Korte Suprema, pagkatapos magkaroon ng isang pagdinig, ginagalang natin dito bilang kapantay namin. 'Di ba? So, sila rin naman siguro, maraming beses na rin nilang naibigay ang kanilang opinyon na kinikilala rin nila ang equal branch of government, ang legislative branch.
Paano yung magiging question? Kasi di ba yung schools of thought na hanggang March 30 or mayroon naman nagsasabi na hanggang 2022. Kailangan ba talaga na magkaroon in writing na magsasabi na buhay pa kayo hanggang sa ganitong period?
Traditionally kasi, as I've mentioned before, giving a provisional permit to operate is just a courtesy or a practice, a tradition done by Congress and the NTC. This has been done many times with the CBCP, I believe with SMART, Globe, if I'm not mistaken. Lahat naman sila, nag-lapse na yung kanilang franchise habang may nakafile pang bill sa Kongreso. Kaya, in-extend ng NTC or NTC was silent about it. Hindi naman sila pinatigil ng operation. But because this has reached a level of discussion, there are certain controversies involved here. I think that it would be prudent for us, particularly Congress, to put in writing exactly the request to extend the validity of the provisional license to operate while their franchise is still pending in Congress. It's been done before. So I'd like to know if this will not be granted in this case, what the reasons will be. Why grant it to other franchises when their franchises haven't been, when their franchises haven't been approved, they were given a provisional permit to operate? Why not do the same in this case? Please spell out the reasons if it will not be granted.
Ma'am, Congress or Senate yung susulat sa NTC?
No, I think in this case it has to be Congress because as it is, they have to start the hearings traditionally before we can't really pass any bills when it comes to local bills or franchise bills if it does not emanate from Congress. However, it does not prevent the Senate to hear the issue simultaneously.
What's the danger, ma'am? What is the danger without this provisional permit or license?
Because it's not actually written in any implementing rules and regulations or in any particular agreement, NTC can just decide otherwise and say, well, we're not going to extend it. And that may be that will be very problematic because when your franchise is canceled, my understanding is, particularly for media, you can't broadcast anything anymore. At least with that frequency. Diba? So ano ibig sabihin yan? Blackout. So March 30, 11,000 people will have to walk out of their jobs. Does it mean that at the end of March, without the provisional permit, and if NTC just says, no, I'm sorry, but the license is revoked, because Congress failed to act on it, that we won't be able to they won't be able to broadcast anything, di ba? Hindi ko naman sinasabi na ABS-CBN is the primary source of news. Hindi naman. It won't necessarily mean that we won't know what's happening in the country. It doesn't mean that freedom of expression is absolutely removed. But it can also send a message that somehow in certain cases, other media outlets might be a little bit worried about their own situation. Because without going into details of the complaint of the co-warranto, because that is the subject of the hearing, whatever allegations they have on ABS-CBN most definitely will affect other franchises as well. So if ABS-CBN is found to have violated their franchise, other media franchises who have the same situation will also be called on violating their franchises. So meaning, it can also be cancelled.
That's the hidden message of the co-warranto case. I mean, that's the signal that the co-warranto case is sending to other media outlets.
Ayokong pangunahan ko anong mensahe kasi karapatan yan ng OSG kung gusto niya mag-file. Pero para sa akin, sinusuguro ko lang na ang Senado ay nandyan pa rin para maging patas na batayan.
Ma'am, there's a hearing video.
Will you be seeking the opinion of the President since he's one of the complainants and he's been very vocal dun sa mga sinasabi niyang violations ng ABS? Really inviting him po.
I don't think it's necessary. I think the President has his representatives to speak on his behalf. If Congress is very busy to tackle this bill, I'm sure the President also has other responsibilities to attend to at this point. I heard he'll be going around the country, which is good, to allay the fears of our countrymen regarding COVID-19. But I hope that whoever his representatives will be, if he decides to send one, will be able to articulate what the concerns are, and not just from the President, but others. Yung mga ibang merong katwiran na laban sa pag-renew ng prangkisa ng ABS-CBN ay bibigyan natin ng pagkakataon na magsalita.
Pero ma'am, kasi you mentioned about precedents involving those operating beyond the expiry date. Don't you think this ABS-CBN is not similarly situated with the others, considering na ang kalaban nila is presidente? They are in a most difficult situation.
There's no denying. Ganito na lang. Let's just put it this way. Other franchises have been renewed without much discussion. And here you all are very interested in this particular franchise. So that should answer the question.
Do you think it has come to this point? I mean, your committee had to do this only because, people in the House have not done their job as quickly as they should.
Of course, we respect Congress and their mandate to hear local bills, including franchises, and that it should emanate from them. That's why I respectfully delayed the hearings here in the Senate to give way to that, and hoping, like many of you, that they would have already calendared it. But since I think it's reasonable for us to be worried at this point, because the end of the franchise is already the end of March, and we only have until the 12th, I believe, of March to really have a hearing where most senators will be present or will be able to attend. That's why pagbibigay galang sa Kongreso na hindi naman tayo kaagad-agad na nag-hearing, pero siguro naman at hinihiling ko rin ang kanilang paunawa na trabaho rin namin ito sa public services sa Senado, kung ano-ano ngang mga issue ang hinihear natin dito, di ba? Pagdating sa mamaya may sponsorship ako dito sa motorcycle taxis. Hindi lamang yan, pati pagdating na rin sa pagkakaroon ng kung ano-anong mga issues tungkol sa ating lipunan. Pagdating sa tubig, di ba? So bakit hindi natin tatalakayan? Ito naman ay mahalaga rin sa ating lahat.
Ma'am, sino yung consider niyo patawag sa hearing? Kasama ba si Soldier kanina?
Maganda sana kung makaka-attend siya at bibigyan din namin siya ng imbitasyon. Ngayon, kung siya ba'y makakadalo, malalaman natin. Kung sasagutin ba niya yung mga tanong, hindi din natin alam yon hanggang pagdating sa pagdinig.
Since yung NTC is under the executive branch, are you really optimistic that that agency would extend the same courtesy it gave to the other franchise holders na pasuna yung prangkisa?
I would like to remain hopeful that the NTC under the executive branch will remain fair, and the executive itself will allow the free discussion of this particular issue, as well as give the same opportunity as was given others to be able to continue operation until the franchise issue is resolved.
Ano may assurance ng continuous operation ng ABS kapag na-issuehan ng provisional authority? Kasi sinasabi ni Senator Diligan, anytime pwede yung i-withdraw ng NTC kahit na mag-issue ng provisional authority.
Totoo. Pwede talaga. Kaya,
Assurance.
walang assurance. Pero uulitin ko, nangyari na to ilang beses noon. Binigyan nila ng provisional permit to operate ang mga prangkisa na dinidinig pa sa Kongreso. So kung dapat idetalya nila, bakit? 'Di ba? Pag sinabi nila, kasi mas malubha ang mga violations nito. Kung iisa-isahin natin, hindi yan sa degree ng pagiging malubha. Ikaw ba'y nag-violate o hindi? At masasabi natin na walang perpekto, uulitin ko, walang perpektong prangkisa. Lahat naman ay merong pagkukulang. So timbangin natin.
At siya ng ating balita. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay. Ito ang Balita Express.